Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm Corey Salter, Chief Floyd, and welcome to the Geek Report. On this week's Geek Report, a game with a troubled start just hit a big milestone. One of your favorite A-listers is looking shakier than usual, and one of the most elusive targets have literally been removed from the board altogether. What am I talking about? We'll tell you about it right here on the Geek Report, powered by Amerime Media. Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is the Geek Report powered by Amerime Media. I'm Corey Salty True Floyd, and of course, right next to me is my number two, my Commander Riker, the guy in the chair, Demon Engine.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Who the fuck is Commander Riker?
Star Trek.
Yeah,
Star Trek Next Generation. It's okay.
that's a my mom thing. I don't know shit.
It's all good. And today with us back again is
What it do, Gavin family? What's going on with you guys? Hope you guys are having an amazing day and everything is going your way. I am the Husky Hokage, back again on the Geek Report with my guys, Saw the Truth and Demon Engine, man. So let's go, man. Happy to be here. Happy to be back again.
it is great to have you back. Of course,
Yes,
we just finished Thanksgiving. I still got candy yams and like stuck in my teeth, and I just had a food coma.
Yeah, man. Same. I did two turkeys. I smoked two turkeys.
Ooh.
Yeah, man. It was and I had such a hard time because yesterday when I decided to wait till yesterday to smoke them yesterday morning, and my smoker would not get up the temp. I don't have like an electrical smoker, so I do like the actual wood and all that stuff like that. So
Yeah.
it took forever to get up temp. So I smoked them on the grill for about 2 hours, 2.5 hours, then pulled them and put them in the oven. I put one in the oven yesterday. We ate that one. And I just finished cooking the other one like a little while ago. So I did finish them in the oven, but they still came out juicy. Like everything, I brined them. Then I did the injection and I did a spatchcock instead of a regular turkey. So a spatchcock is where you cut the spine at the back.
Mm-hmm.
So I did all that. So, but they came out really good. Man, I just hate my smoker. It took my smoker forever to get up the temp. So, but other than that, it was good. It was good. How was everybody else's?
I'm good, Demon. How'd you eat?
Oh, ribs, turkey wings, cornbread, mac and cheese, fucking apple pie, which I ain't get any of.
Man,
Gotta be quick.
man, what?
It's like you gotta be quicker than that.
My aunt made deviled eggs. When I tell you, as soon as everybody said grace, I went up in the kitchen. They was fixing plates. I grabbed me a deviled egg, walked out. Went back maybe like 10 minutes later. It wasn't number one deviled egg left. I grabbed that last one. I was like, get this last one.
I had the first, and I shall have the last.
There you go.
Sunrise, sunset. Of course, folks, I know you guys out there, you guys probably had a great Thanksgiving, or tell us how it went in the comments section. But you guys know what it is. Every week, Geek Report. But next week, we will not be having a Geek Report because we are going to be at PAX Unplugged. So we'll probably get some nice news bits throughout the week, and maybe a few on Saturday. But we will be busy. But for right now, we can get into what happened this week. Demon Engine, I'm ready when you are. All right. So, CD Projekt Red, Witcher 4 is in full scale production, and it's about time. They've been slow rolling into it. They're working about half staff. Now it's all full regalia.
Yeah, this is. I know for a lot of people, this is wonderful, wonderful news. The Witcher 3 is like a high valued, like coveted type of thing for a lot of people. That's one of their favorite games a lot of people's favorite games of all time. and to hear that CD Projekt Red, despite how rocky Cyberpunk launched, despite all of that, The Witcher 3 and The Witcher 4 being put in full scale production. Listen, it's just that's an amazing thing. That's such great news.
The first Witcher game was a little shaky. Second one, huge leaps and bounds, and the third, oh, all right. But now it's gonna be a new story. We're gonna have a new Witcher. It's gonna be an interesting adventure. I feel like they might take some stuff from some of the new Witcher tabletop games and convert it over to video game, because I know all our Tolsorian games and CG Project Red have a lot of synergy. So
yeah.
I'm excited.
I am as well, man. I'm super excited for this. Haven't finished 3, but I played a lot of 3. I watched the series, even watched the offshoot movies or the movies and stuff from Netflix. I know they aren't at the best, but the series was pretty good for a while. I even read some of the book. So I'm very interested in 4. Can't wait to see what they do with it. And the fact that we're getting a new Witcher, it's going to be, that's kind of like enticing. That's for me. Is I like stuff, certain things to be passed on. So with us getting a new Witcher, stuff like that. So I can't wait to see where the story goes. But I'm excited for it.
Now, when he said the series was good, he meant the first season.
Yeah. I'm talking about the first season. Second season, but after that, yeah.
The second season, I was like, are y'all sure y'all want Geralt to be the main character here? Because I'm not feeling it. Yeah. It feels like y'all really don't want him to be the main character.
Yeah, it's that third, because I like, what was the last season with? Last season they had was with
Cavill.
Yeah, the last didn't they had no one of the last thing they just dropped was with the Helmsworth brother.
No, the one that's about to come out.
Oh, okay. That's
about to come out. It hasn't come out yet.
Okay.
Listen, I already know that's it. I already know that shit is gonna be DOA.
Man, listen,
like
so many folks.
This is one of John's. This is like, it's gonna be like that scene in The Simpsons where Moe was trying to walk up to like this dating auction, and the chicks looked at him. He looked at the chicks, and he just kept walking off the stage. Like,
yeah, I can see that, because that's why I was like, I get y'all wanted to finish telling the story, man, but it's like, I don't know.
Especially with, I think because of everything we know, like we know Henry Cavill left because the showrunners did not want to follow any of the lore.
Yeah.
So, and the main reason Cavill came there is because he was a big fan of the books and the lore. And they were like, so if you guys don't want to do this, I'm gonna leave.
Yeah. And that's my thing. Like, and I get, it's one thing that you want to kind of create and have your own, but when there's lore and story and stuff for you to pull from that people already love, like I love what The Last of Us, the show, did, where, and even Fallout, where what they did was you had a line or had stuff there for you to use. You used it, but you also sprinkled in and added some of your stuff. Like one of the best episodes of The Last of Us was the Bill episode, where we saw how Bill's life kind of played out after the thing. We saw that, and that wasn't in the game, but it was in the show, and it just added some more stuff. So like I said, people love stuff like that. Like, don't take it, don't just take a completely alternative route. Sprinkle in your stuff in there, maybe add some stuff, but don't take away from what's already there for you to use that people already love.
Right. I agree. I agree. It's a growing problem.
Yeah.
It's a growing problem. Let's go to the next thing.
No trouble there.
No problem. So Husky brought up Cyberpunk 2077, and this week they actually just hit 30 million units sold. Now, this is definitely an accomplishment coming from a game that had one of the worst launches in modern gaming history.
Yes, yeah. This is amazing news for, and I like I say, you got to think about it. It had such a rocky start, and on top of that, a
Rocky
lot of
start, it had to
look,
get pulled from PlayStation.
correct. And the people, like I said, a lot of people people had refunds on this for it to see for the game to go from that to where it is now, and the fact that it's sold 30 million units. Man, listen, that is phenomenal. That means like, and that's what, like I was just saying with CD Projekt Red, like I know a lot for when it first got released, Cyberpunk got released, it lost a lot of credibility. But when I tell you they have gained all that credibility back, and then they released the Phantom Liberty last year, they have gained all that credibility back and some. And CD Projekt, like it was a roller coaster, went down. Now it's back up. It's back up top. Like it's they've done an amazing job with making this game so much better.
Listen, Demon, to tell you, I've been a fan since day one. So I was going through all the trials and tribulations.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I'm like, I need another update, please. Yeah. Now I'm like, not only did first off, the last update where they brought in Phantom Liberty and they changed the entire way the game operates, I was like, okay. Yes. I was like, I have to start over because this is a lot now. I was like, guns have more effects, and I was like, the mods have stipulations on them. I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah, it was a lot of stuff going on, man. I'm just like I said, I'm just happy to see that it came back in a better state, and it is sold 30 million units, man. Congratulations and big shout out to CD Projekt Red.
Shoot, it was a team effort between the fans, the devs, and Studio Trigger for Cyberpunk Edge Runners.
That's another, and shout out to them as well. Cyberpunk Edge Runners was really good. If you haven't seen it, that's something I do recommend people checking out.
And of course, I'm a big fan of the tabletop game as well. That's all.
And wasn't Simon, and shout out to the black man for
Mike
creating for creating the Cyberpunk story and universe. Like that's what's up. That's another
shut up, Demon.
I wasn't saying a damn thing. I'm trying to be a better person. I didn't say a goddamn thing.
What you gonna say, Demon? I want to know what he was gonna say. What you got? What you had, Demon? What you was gonna say, man?
You did it to yourself. That's his daddy. If you look at a picture of him, then look at Corey. That's his.
If you literally look up a photo of Mike Pondsmith, there is a likeness that can be seen.
Some resemblance there.
Yes.
And so you the one that brought it up. I was gonna say shit, but you brought it up. So now
that's because normally That's because Negro, you will slide that shit in there like David Ruffin.
I'm trying to be a better person, but now since you said it, 30 million units sold and still no back child support. Wild.
I had to Google. It.
Wait, you Googled it?
I had to Google it. I'm sorry. There is some resemblance there. There is some resemblance.
It's worse because when we took a photo together, we both had on like different like cyberpunk style glasses. So it was just like cats in the cradles and the silver spoon.
Wow. But yeah, it's there is some resemblance.
Let's go to the next one, Demon.
I was going hush on the subject.
Sure. So, all right. So this is a question I had for the week because, I mean, do you think Rocksteady after this failure that we all saw coming, called Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League, do you think they're going to try and go back to the drawing board to do something different, or are they just going to punk out and do another Batman game?
So let me, I want to say I'll say yes and yes and somewhat. And the reason being I say that, so you have like, and granted, you've told Batman story. We've had Batman story. You know, we've seen a lot of that. We, you know, with the trilogy they had. You know, I love Batman, but let's go. If you want to do Batman, give everybody what they want. Give us the Rocksteady game that Batman related, and that's Batman Beyond. Give us a Batman Beyond game. They have the capabilities. I believe Suicide Squad, despite what, you know, I've heard comments from some of the people, you know, from like the head of the studio, stuff like that, like they were working on this and blase. I believe Suicide Squad was more of a company type of thing where they wanted them to try to bring in something that could bring in revenue. I truly believe that.
Oh
Now,
yeah, no doubt.
yeah.
The
So
problem is it wasn't good.
correct, and that's what deterred a lot of people. I played it a couple of times, played the beta and stuff like that, and I just found that it wasn't for me. But
A matter of fact, Gotham Knight, Arkham Knights. That was the canary in the coal mine.
Yeah.
Because it was just like, if you don't like this, you're not gonna like the next game.
Correct. So, and that's what, if they get back to that, giving us that good story single player experience like a Batman Beyond game, I think they have the capability. I just don't know if they'll do it though.
Or
I would take that. It's plenty of other DC characters.
Or hear me out, because this was like, story wise, this was my biggest gripe with Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League. I was like, so this game takes place in like the Arkham universe, and the first time we're seeing the rest of the Justice League, we have to kill them. I was like, nothing. It was like all of this from a story perspective feels like nothing because we don't even know these characters.
Correct. I agree.
It was just like we're just meeting Superman. We're just meeting Wonder Woman. It's like we're just meeting them. The only death that actually had any impact was Batman.
Was the Batman? Yeah, I agree. And like I said, once again, Batman Beyond was one of the first things that come in my head. But I'm also all for taking a break from Batman and his villains and all that other stuff. We can go a completely different route. To be honest with you, you can get out of the DC universe. I mean, you want to go back to Lord of the Rings? You can give us those games like the Shadow of War games, those with the Nemesis system. I think, that was Monolith. I think does WB own Monolith?
They don't own Monolith, but they still put the IP out there for them to use.
Okay, So, well, maybe not. If we're Rocksteady, if you want to give us something, I'm down for another superhero outside of Batman. You have so many great. DC has a lot of great superheroes that you can pull from. I will say this: I do not want a Superman game. I don't want a Superman game. Don't do that. You got Green Lantern. You got. I think something that would probably be dope, but you have to find a good way of doing it. Maybe it's if you want to do like a Cyborg, maybe a Teen Titans type of thing, or if you want to go completely off kilter and give us a Constantine game. Like I think that would be dope.
Constantine.
Yeah. Constantine.
I feel like Constantine would play between a mixture of fucking odd mixture between fucking
like a Telltale game,
and Devil May Cry.
Yeah.
I know. You got. I'll look at maybe not in the vein of like the shooting aspect of like a Immortals of Avium, somewhere where you're using like your magic to do stuff. You have some of those elements in there, but there's also some other stuff in there. But I don't want it to be like because Immortals of Avium, I get the concept and I get what they were trying to do, but I don't want a magic first person shooter.
Fair enough.
So, but they have, like I said, Constantine is a great person to choose. And if you want to go someone 9 powers, you got Green Arrow. You got Green Arrow right there.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
it's some other stuff.
I'm tired of hearing about these rich orphans.
Oh,
There's not enough Green Arrow stories, but at the same time, like it's Green Batman with an arrow.
Yeah, well,
it is.
True.
And no prep time.
Let's go to the next one. Hilarious.
Green Batman.
He's not lying.
No, he's not. I agree. Listen. Yeah. I get it. I get it. Like as long as it's not Superman.
Right.
Yeah.
So IO Interactive, the people behind the Hitman game, they've removed all the Conor McGregor DLC from the game after he's recently been found guilty of SA over in Ireland. And I'm kind of like, and I thought it was interesting because I'm like, so you're now taking away the chance to kill Conor McGregor? It's one of those things where I'm just like,
it could have been because what if somebody does that to Conor McGregor? Now they're gonna be looking at this game for the blueprints.
Oh,
y'all had the schematics, the practice, AI simulation.
Please. Because I'm kind of like I think if we're upset at the person, we should still have the option to at least kill him virtually. Because I'm like,
or beat him up.
And the funny thing is that's one of the options in because of course the Hitman game gives you targets, but how you take them out is up to you. And one of the options is literally beating him to death.
Hey, there you go. But I get it. They're trying to, kind of just, this man, we don't want somebody that is a convicted sex offender, you know what I'm saying, sex SA or whatever, somebody who committed SA in our game or to be still in our game. So I know they're removing Conor McGregor. So long as they just remove him and not take away the whole DLC, you know what I'm saying, from people, that I'm fine with that or whatever. But if you're gonna do that, make sure you're not completely taking everything away, or at least replace him with somebody, or go in and make him look like somebody else or something. But I get it. I get where you're coming from as well, Corey. But I also
no. I concur. I do concur with you.
Yeah.
I was just thinking, devil's advocate here.
Mm-hmm.
I was just thinking, what controversial character would you add to Hitman for it to be a special mission to take them out? And I had two very messed up theories. My first one would be you would have to execute the mission to take out Epstein. And it would be like, and the premise would be exactly how he was set up. It's like, yeah, he's in solitary confinement, protected by 2 guards.
There you go.
And then the second one will be taking out Diddy at a Diddy party.
Oh, that'll be funny. That'll be funny.
The option comes up to drown him in baby oil.
Man, listen. Then you got to sneak past. You got to try not to get caught up in a Diddy party. You got to try not to get caught.
You get extra money if you save Meek Mill.
Man, no.
And
finding him, Usher, and Meek Mill in the bed together.
Man, if he see me, if he hears this and he see me in the street, he is not pressing the brakes.
Don't worry, he ain't getting out no time soon.
I'm sorry. I was just like, if I had to take out somebody like a celebrity I don't like, yeah, that'll be it.
Listen, it'll be funny. It'd be funny if people. I'm pretty sure that especially if this game was open to mods, it would be endless of who they would be able to replace in that game.
But that's the funny thing. Like, celebrities have taken deals to be victims in the game.
Yeah,
Sean Bean, The Weeknd, at least two other. I'm just like, wait. I was like that is an interesting deal. Like, what happened? Just closed the Hitman deal. They get to assassinate me. It's like, wait, is this a flex?
Hey,
It's like it's like this is a very odd flex, but okay.
hey,
If
the
people
man.
don't want to kill you, then are you really doing things right?
Good point. If that's the case, I'm surprised the Paul brothers aren't on the game yet.
I'm not doing things right. They're just irritating people.
Correct. They are just irritating.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure if you gave someone a chance to take them out in a video game in a number of vicious ways, they'll pay for it.
Oh yeah. I'm just waiting for them. I'm just waiting for their skins to get added to Call of Duty.
Oh,
Call of Duty or Fortnite. It's gonna be. Listen, you as much money as they make, you think they wouldn't? If a deal like that came up, you think they wouldn't take that?
I can imagine it now.
Probably be on Fortnite first.
I can imagine it. If it was in COD, I can imagine it now. You wearing the Jake Paul skin, and then we got this whole fucking hostage situation.
Oh,
somebody just gripping them up. I'm gonna finish it with Mike left off. You start whispering devious shit.
Like, I do this every day, bro. I can't with. All right, so this pissed me off. I already have an issue with Dwayne Johnson, but now to find out that for Moana 2 he's wearing a bodysuit, I'm just like, wait, what? I'm like, you can't afford to just get the body paint done now? Like, I'm so like.
So let me say this.
All right,
I'm gonna say I'm gonna look at it like this. Because in the movie, Maui's body is pretty much fully covered in tattoos and to get that done every day for hours in the makeup chair, and then I don't know, man. I know it's not a tedious task, but
Then it depends on how it's going to hold up to him sweating.
Correct.
So a nigga like that sweat a lot.
He does.
Be hot and then going to be in the water.
Correct.
We're dealing with water a lot.
Yeah. So I think that's kind of. I think they looked at it like that. They let him wear a bodysuit instead of just painting it on every day like that. It would be, to me personally, I think the bodysuit was the better option, or what have you. In my opinion, that's just in my opinion. But
it's your opinion. Your opinion is valid. It's just one of those other things. It's just another. To me, it's just another half-ass thing to see Dwayne Johnson do. Because when it comes to movies, he does all these half-ass things, and it all ends up coming down to, well, you know how he is.
Yeah.
Because it bothers me because it's like, I know who he wanted to be, but he always makes the worst choices, so he'll never be that. Because he wanted to be the next Schwarzenegger.
Yeah. After the Black Adam movie and everything that came out with it, that really shot a lot of his good standing with a lot of people, like just outside of the industry, just people, the fans in general. Like after they heard what happened and what you did, and how you tried to come in and do whatever with Black Adam, and it just didn't pan out, and then it's like, bro, you lost a lot of credibility with fans. And then
not only that, but he screwed over Zachary Levi and the Shazam movies.
Correct.
Because it was just like, wait, what?
Yeah, you had that. Then also, him. How you get into it with Vin Diesel? Like it, for the life of me, like really.
It's like and the crazy part is like, so it's like, first of all, you saw Vin Diesel had he doesn't lose fight clause in his contract. So now you want it. then on top of that, you're trying to get mad at someone else showing up late to a shoot, even though half of the production is paid for by Vin Diesel. So it's like, but then just to turn back around, and you're costing movies like Red One an additional $50 million because you show up 5 to 7 hours late.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah. It's you're really turning yourself into like I hate to say it. I don't want to see it. I don't want to say it because I don't want it to come to fruition. But
Go ahead, call it.
he's going down the road of Hulk Hogan, and it's gonna end really badly. I don't want that to happen to The Rock. I love The Rock, but you headed down that road, my boy.
He works out every muscle, but it's acting muscle.
He's clearly not the John Cena is a better actor. I love John. John Cena is clearly. John and Dave are way better actors than he could.
Dave's got the gold medal. John's got the silver, and I guess The Rock has bronze by default because not.
Look at this bronze place.
He ain't even worth bronze, to be honest. But I put if the Miz did more movies, I would put him up there.
I would love to see the Miz do more movies, and the Miz can act. I know the Miz can act. I'll take the Miz over if you give him the opportunity, give him something. I really, really like The Rock had such good high hopes. You was knocking out the box, even though your actor was good. Like you was killing it in the box office. Now it's just now
you kill the box office
basically. And it's sad, but Dave Bautista, like, amazing. John Cena, I love how John Cena plays until like John Cena's a goofy looking guy. Like, I don't care what nobody say. I love John, but John, he looks goofy just in general, and then he plays into that in a lot of his roles. Does a great job.
Yeah, because it's like you swole and you goofy as shit. and he's good at playing the most absurd thing with a straight face. Yes. I think that's one of the best like comedic things about him. Because I'm like, if you can play this dumb shit with a straight face, you can go far.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I'm just ready for us to go on because looking at The Rock is getting me angry.
The fuck is that?
All right, so
Popeye the Slayer movie.
I ain't watching that shit.
Yeah, so this is an actual movie.
Yes,
Popeye the Sailor Man. It is a horror film.
Mm-hmm.
His arms. Jeez.
So what's happened is these older IPs and these older things have hit the market where they're free. Basically, it's free.
Public domain.
Correct. They're in public domain. That's why we've seen the Winnie the Pooh movies.
Oh my god!
They got a Mickey Mouse one that's coming out if it's not already out. And they had a Pinocchio coming. Like, I think they're gonna also do like a universe of all of them together as well.
The Mickey Mouse and Winnie the Pooh.
I haven't seen the second Winnie the Pooh yet.
The Mickey Mouse one, I gotta watch the second one. The Mickey Mouse one was just like weird, and like lacked enough, and it's just all. This doesn't feel like Mickey Mouse. This just feels like some random grown ass man,
right?
This feels like some type of rip off of Scream.
Like it looked like they made that one like 3 days after it went into the public domain.
The Winnie the Pooh one, that one made me feel some type of way because Winnie the Pooh is just an absolute fucking unit.
Right.
That goddamn.
I haven't seen them. I haven't seen them. I've heard they're actually they're okay. The Winnie the Pooh ones are, but I haven't seen them.
They are bad good.
Okay, yeah.
he slap chopping niggas and
And apparently, part 2 has a Tigger. So that's
yeah.
Look at this! Look at the chin. Ew, it's just a straight ass on his face.
Popeye the Sailor Man. Well, it's Popeye, man. You know, goddamn.
The tumors in his arms look like they'll do more damage than his fist.
Man, listen, what's so funny? Wasn't that a robot chicken joke or something where they did a skit where Popeye he was like, I got tumors in my arms. They're tumors or something like that.
No. It was an episode of Drawn Together.
Okay.
It was an episode of and he died, and the things in his arms turned into tombstones. Oh my god!
But yeah, with a lot of this stuff hitting public domain, people have been making like these movies, and they're just taking it. They can finally use it. So you know what? Guess what? We're gonna use it.
I am willing to check this out because it's one of those things where it's so stupid it just might work.
I am unsettled.
I don't know.
Unsettled by looking at this. Like I'm unsettled like how I was when I played Outlast.
Oh
wow. I just wonder if he talks. Because you gotta remember, like Popeye, the way Popeye talks is so disarming. Because he's like,
imagine hiding somewhere, panicking for your life.
That's crazy.
And then just seeing that shit standing in a fucking doorway, like, oh.
But I'll pay you Thursday. No, nigga, you pay now.
Yeah, man. Like you just like Demon just said. Imagine hiding. You're hiding, and you just
right.
And you don't know what the hell it is, so you snicker a little bit. What the hell? what was that? Then all of a sudden you look up, and this man standing in the doorway about to clock you in the head with these tumor like forearms. Like,
yo, I remember when I used to play Mugen Heavy, and someone had made Popeye the Sailor Man, and this man, it was like Popeye. He's one of those characters in Mugen that he looks like his animated self, but then when you say fight, it's like, wait, did my man just knock bowling pins out of my head?
Man,
like my man just wound his fist up and uppercutted me through the stage.
Listen, if they don't do that at least one time, I saw they're gonna have the spinach thing in the movie. If he don't at least wind up and hit somebody one time, it's a failure. It's a failure.
To be a wind up and he punches somebody through something, or winds up and they punch through them, or they turn to miss. It's
listen, they have to do that.
Kind of goofy. Wind up, boom.
There you go.
There's a hole in Freddy.
Listen, if they don't do that, it's not even worth it. Don't even shoot the rest of the movie. Don't even shoot the movie. Don't even put it out. I'll watch it just for that, just to see that. And if they do that, the movie automatically gets a 7 in my book. If they don't do that, it's a 1.
All right, let's go to the next one. Oh, that's great.
I'm down for this.
All right, so Jason Statham, he wants to do a third Crank movie, but he's afraid of how wild it will get. And you know what? That is a fair assessment, because those first 2 Crank movies, you really didn't know where they were going. And then when you got there, you're just like, oh, no.
Yeah.
Why? Why is this happening?
I'm down for a third one. But I like he said, he's afraid of it's gonna get wild. Like I'm talking about wild, like back in the day that you supposed to the videos, like it's gonna get wild, like them college with a college girl video. It's about to get wild, just unnecessary. Wow.
Especially now that we live in a day of influencer culture, and you have Chev Chelios running around trying to keep his heart rate going.
Man, listen. It's
Like this could get this could get to hit monkey levels of absurdity.
Beautiful.
I say hit monkey because I just finished season 2.
I gotta watch it.
I gotta go watch that.
Because I remember in the first one, my man, like the movie ended with him falling to his death,
Yes.
but somehow he survived.
He came back for a second.
And then the movie takes place over a span of like 2 days. This is the weirdest 2 days you'll ever see. You'll ever see. Like I remember at one point in the second one, it turned into like this weird kaiju battle because they were high and they got electrocuted. And it's like so much weird shit happens in these movies.
And it's like you said, it could get wild, man. It could really get wild.
Because at one point it was like they were on an island and Chev Chelios had an army of LGBTQ people with Uzis and knives, and one of them had full body Tourette's for some reason. It was just, it's like, yo, I need whatever y'all were on in the writers' room for this.
Because that was on some stuff. Had to be.
This was not, this was not a sober idea.
No. It was definitely not.
This wasn't a sober thought. No, like this
clear. You couldn't have been sober thinking about this.
Hell no. This is no damn sober thought. Shit. What's our last one, Demon?
Last one.
That's crazy. My man's literally electrocuting himself by his tongue right now, like to keep his heart going. Oh, like
I love Jason Statham movies. Most of his movies I enjoy most of. I think regardless of what's going on, most of his movies be really good or at least entertaining for the most part.
I liked his last one, The Beekeeper.
Yeah, I did too. I really enjoyed The Beekeeper.
I ain't gonna lie though, it kind of started off a little too traumatic for me because it was just like, wait, Felicia Rashad shot herself. I was like, wait.
Yeah,
I was like, hold up, like.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember watching that, but it got good, and I love how the fact of
I was like, Claire Huxtable, what the fuck?
Basically, but I love the fact of how everybody was like, you got a former beekeeper after you, and everybody was like, what the fuck did you do? Like it was almost like John Wick was coming. You got Baba Yaga coming after you. Basically, it's almost like it was John Wick. Man, so I would be down for another one of those in that universe, man.
Shoot, I would love to see a moment in one of these movies where John Wick just makes a cameo, like he's running and he just sees him and they just look at each other. It's just like
a mutual acknowledgement.
Yeah, I just look at each other like, I got no beef.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
I think that'll be dope. Man. That's something I can see.
All right. So John C. Candor, he's director of Kraven the Hunter. He's imploring that audiences give his movie a chance. And will we though? I mean,
so it's and it's falling under that moniker of it's. I think it's on a couple of umbrellas there, but you're making a Spider-Man movie without Spider-Man. Basically, this is a Spider-Man villain. For a lot of people who don't know, like people who are just uninitiated to the universe, they don't realize this is a Spider-Man villain. It's supposed to tie into the whole Spider-Man universe, along with Madam Web and Morbius and whatever else they're trying to make. But it's like, and then also it's like I don't need a backstory of Kraven the Hunter. I don't need you to humanize him for me. Like, this is something we didn't need. I hate Aaron Taylor Johnson is playing. He's not again. Your shot at being in a superhero movie and you're playing Kraven the Hunter. If when you read the script and you saw that was not Spider-Man included in this movie, my boy, you should have just walked away. Cause I don't know what they were doing.
Here's my thing. I've seen a few of the director's previous works, and he is competent, especially when it comes to violence and war.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I mean,
I see a lot of good things in the trailer, but I've also seen a really horrible looking thing in the trailer.
I'm willing to give it a shot. Considering I played the Spider-Man game.
Yes, I played both Spider-Man games.
Right now, I'm currently dealing with getting my ass kicked on the hardest difficulty by this nigga. I'm not gonna lie. I would like to know what kickstart this motherfucker to becoming this type of monster.
The story they've made is a lot.
Yeah,
because I'm curious what type of monster it takes to start. I don't need to know like how he runs the kingdom. Just give me how he became to start up, because he had an empire and he just let that shit go to ruins.
Right.
You don't want to die of old age.
Well, I just think that this Spider-Man-less universe is just getting weird. Even if you tell a good story, where are we going?
Yeah.
Am I really like, I'm not really sold here. And we've been here for a minute now. I saw 3 Venom movies. If you put them all together, you've got maybe 1.5 good films. I paid a ticket and sat and watched Madam Web.
You sounded so offended.
I haven't been that pissed off
I had to spend my money to see this shit.
I haven't been this pissed off seeing a movie for Amerime Media since I first started and I went to go see Valerian and the City of 1,000 Planets.
Ooh.
And the sad, and I was just like, you know what? It can't get any worse than this. I was so wrong.
Yeah.
I am mystified at how I am genuinely mystified about how bad this movie is.
So go ahead and finish.
Stan Lee wouldn't let this shit fly.
Listen, that's one thing. So, and this is Sony's doing. I know people are pissed off at the MCU, or you're mad. People get mad at the MCU, but Sony keeps making this shit. Like you just said, we had the 3 Venom movies. You put them together, you get maybe 1.5 good movie. You had Morbius, Madam fucking Web. Listen to me. I love Spider-Man. Love Spider-Man property. I love it. But Madam Web, for anybody that doesn't know anything about Spider-Man, why? In God's green, would you create this? And I get it. You wanted to kind of put a story out there and all that. And I see what they were trying to do. Because I didn't go. Listen, I didn't go to the movies to see it. I waited till it dropped on Netflix. It wasn't about to get me with that one. So I watched it on Netflix, and I see what they were trying to do, but they went about it all completely wrong, bro. We didn't need a Madam Web backstory unless you about to put her in the next few Spider-Man movies for she's gonna make an appearance there. Same thing with Kraven the Hunter. We don't necessarily need a Kraven the Hunter backstory. We don't need you to humanize Kraven the Hunter for us. You could have gave us a flashback in the Spider-Man movie, the Spider-Man movie he's the villain in, would have worked just fine. Mm-hmm. Same thing with Morbius. We didn't need Spider-Man's not ready. Spider-Man's not ready to go supernatural yet. We didn't need a Morbius movie. We did not need that.
He still got to deal with his biggest the Green Goblin.
We still ain't had a good Green Goblin movie. We still haven't. Like outside of the first one, that's what you should have did. We should have focused on Green Goblin. Even if you don't want to do Green Goblin, but
I would have.
We are just getting the struggle Spider-Man.
Correct. You have so much. If you were to keep working with MCU and their writers, you could build that universe is there. The money is there. You just have to be patient. That's the problem. They want to rush it, and you want to include all. You start dropping these people. Once again, I can't remember. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the director made previous to other movies he's made. I may have to check them out, but. As much as I love Kraven the Hunter as a villain, but I just don't know how I feel about. I can't see I'm gonna be honest. I cannot see myself paying my money to go see this movie. Like I'll wait. Corey goes see. If you go see it, you can let me know. Maybe then if it's worth a watch, I'll check it out. But I just from the trailers, I've been like,
They lost me when they showed the trailer with the rhino in it.
Ah man, yeah.
And I was just like,
yeah, that's another thing.
Y'all.
Yeah, they really try. Yeah, they've been trying to build this Sinister Six universe for Spider-Man for the longest. They've wanted to put this in a movie form for the longest, and it is so aggravating. I get you're trying to push it there, but it's so. Right, if you just take your time and build it. You have so many stories you can tell with Spider-Man, from the Sinister Six to the whole Spider-Verse thing. Like even though we got that somewhat in the cartoon, but it's so much you can do with Spider-Man, bro. Just take your time and do it right.
Yeah, everyone keeps trying to do the fast track, and at the end of the day, no one's really winning. But I agree. You know who the real winners are? Our folks out there who sat here and watched the Geek Report, because this is the end of the road for this week, y'all. We want to thank you guys for checking out the Geek Report this week. Of course, we're always thankful to have the Husky Okage here.
Yes, man. Thank y'all for having me on again. As always, man, I enjoy the conversation with you guys, man. It's always a good time when I come on here. And I, again, want to apologize for last week, but I'm glad I was able to make it this week, man. And any other time, Corey, if y'all want me to come back, man, I am more than happy to come back. I love the conversations we have, man.
Hey, I'm more than happy to have you back. Demon Engine, it's always a pleasure.
Yo.
And one more time, we want to thank you guys out there for checking us out on Amerime Media. We know you guys are watching it, but the problem is you're not hitting the subscribe button. So I need you to hit that subscribe button for me, and then hit that bell icon so you can get updated on anything and everything from Amerime Media. Now, I said this at the beginning of the show. I'm going to say this at the last. You'll not be seeing us next week because we are going to be at our hometown, Philadelphia, at the convention center at PAX Unplugged. But we will be keeping you incited and entertained. I'll be seeing you next time. Please be well. We'll catch you.
Peace.
Peace.